Searching for the best mirrorless camera you can buy? You've come to the right place. We've thoroughly tested and independently ranked all of the top mirrorless models on the market to help you find your perfect camera. Watch the video, I hope you will like it. So let's start. Number 1. Fujifilm GFX100. If money is no object, grab this megapixel monster. The GFX100 outguns every other model in the list for native resolution, and while it has a lofty price tag to match its beefy body, it's arguably in a league of its own right now. While it's not the only camera capable of outputting images this detailed, it's the fact that it does it as standard rather than through any trickery or need to use a tripod like many others that makes it special. Throw in a very competent autofocus system, sensor-based image stabilization, strong 4K video and the best EVF we've seen so far, and you have one supremely versatile camera. Sure, none of us can afford one, but Fujifilm deserves high praise for delivering this kind of performance at a price well below that of other high-resolution medium-format cameras. Number 2. Nikon Z6. Some might see the Nikon Z6 as a poor relation to the more expensive 45.7 megapixel Nikon Z7, but the Z6 has the same amazing build quality, in-body stabilization, and controls, and it's far more versatile. The Z6 has a wider ISO range, full frame, no crop, 4K video and an even faster 12 fps continuous shooting. Nikon claims up to 5 stops of shake compensation from the in-body image stabilization system, while the build quality is superb, with a magnesium alloy body and extensive weather sealing, and a 200,000 shot shutter life. When you factor in its more affordable price tag, we think the Z6 is one of the best mirrorless cameras you can buy right now. Number 3. Sony A7 III. People think that this is the best full-frame mirrorless camera. If you want to step up to a full-frame camera, this model offers the best image quality and battery life you can get in a mirrorless camera at this price, along with a tilting touchscreen, dual SD card slots, and a 693.AF system that covers nearly the entire frame. Compared to its predecessor, the Sony A7 III has been updated in almost every way. When compared to other similarly priced full-frame options, the A7 III looks to be a cut above in many respects. For generalist photographers, wedding and event shooters and even sports specialists, the A7 III gets an awful lot of things just right. But as with previous Sony mirrorless full-frame cameras, there are some foibles that persist with this new model. We've now spent dozens of hours shooting the A7 III in our studio and out in the real world. Read on to see how it performs. Number 4. Sony A9 Mark II. This high-speed sports specialist meets pro DSLRs head-on. The Sony A9 II is the fastest, most ferocious full-frame sports camera we've ever used. Its blistering speed and autofocus performance are matched only by its phenomenal connectivity, which promises to be a game-changer for pro shooters. We would love to have seen Sony implement something akin to Olympus Pro Capture feature, so that you never miss the critical moment. However, if our most damning criticism is that the A9 II is too fast for us to keep up with, surely that's nothing but mission accomplished for Sony. Number 5. Panasonic Lumix S1R. This newcomer packs a few special tricks over its rivals. The S1R is the first of 2 cameras in Panasonic's S-series, and it arrives with some mightily impressive technology. That 5.76 million dot viewfinder is streets ahead of the 3.69 million dot alternatives in rival bodies, while the rugged build, effective sensor-based stabilization and cracking 4K video show it to be a camera that excels in a wealth of areas. The 47.3 MP full-frame sensor also manages to perform brilliantly in good light and bad, and the further option to output images at 187 MP may seem a little crazy, but it opens up new possibilities for cropping and for macro work. We're very impressed.